Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your September 15th to the 30th, 2022 money and career reading for you. Now I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds. Letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy that we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. We have the Prince of Swords. All right. So our mind is working astoundingly fast. This can be a time where we feel it very frustrating that other people aren't keeping up with our thoughts and the way that we're connecting things together. There is also an energy around us of wanting things to move faster than they are. We can get really frustrated. We can feel like things are taking forever. But if you ask somebody else, they would say, wow, that's moving quickly. Or, oh my gosh, I can't believe you guys have made this much progress. There's just an energy here of, I want it to go faster. I want it to go faster. I need everything to come together right now. And things are going to be moving a little bit slower. They're going to be a little bit more methodical during this point. And that's really going to be what frustrates us. We can also find that with Mercury retrograde coming into play during this time, we can find that communications are getting muddled and that this is making us take time out of things that we don't have to spare. You know, we don't have the time to sit there and re-explain something or put things together for people, you know, in certain ways, or in, you know, it's kind of like retyping up that email or, you know, having that conversation again. It's going to be frustrating for us, but just know that that's part of this time. And if we get frustrated with it, it's going to wind up taking us twice as long, 3 times as long. If we kind of step back and breathe and say, you know what, instead of getting angry, we just go forward again. Like, we'll just say this again, or I'll just write it up right now, or, you know, I'll make sure to make copies of things. That will really help us during this time. That will also really lead us to the place that we want to be, the bigger place that we want to get to. So let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Okay. Yeah, things are moving really quickly. And we also have this air around us with the repeat of the number 5. It's a freedom number. 5 is a freedom number. 5 is a number of things coming together. We're going to see our path starting to open up for us in a way that it hasn't opened up before, or where it kind of felt like, okay, I was able to move forward in the way that I want to, or express myself the way that I needed to, or kind of be my own boss for just a little bit, but then I was pulled back in and somebody else took control. Now there's going to be an energy here of, well, let me see what happens. Like, let me see what happens. Let me see, you know, how I can move forward. There's almost a sense of, I just see somebody giving you the key. And I don't know if this is a promotion. I don't know what exactly this means, but I see somebody giving you this key, and it's like the missing piece that helps you put together what you need to get to where you want to be. During this time, there is an energy around you of, I feel like I just need to clone myself. Like, I just need more of me to get things done. So just know that that's going to be part of the frustration, where you might not have as many people who could, or anybody who really sees things quite the way that you do. You can't clone yourself, unfortunately. So this is going to be also an exercise in time management, but it's not in time management. It's in tasks that you can give to others that they can do and do it well. And so there's also somebody who's watching you as you do this, who's looking at it. They've doubted that you can, but you seem to pull a rabbit out of your hat every time. So they're kind of stepping back and saying, you know what, let's see what you can do, Taurus. Let's see what you can do, because you've surprised them before. You're going to surprise them again, especially since the team that you're working with, or the people that you're working with, not their favorite. They're not their favorite. So there is something here where there's a lot of conflict. There's a lot of anger. There's a lot of frustration. We have the Five of Wands, right here. And there's a sense of something that shouldn't be a big deal being blown up into a big deal, which is delaying you, which is not getting things to move forward the way that we want them to. It can also be wasting money. Like, all of a sudden, funds aren't there that were there because people haven't been talking, things haven't been working out the way that they should be, and money's being wasted. So just be very mindful of this. If you are a manager during this time, or a person who oversees, many different people, this will be a time, again, with that Mercury retrograde in effect, Taurus, it's just coming forward a little bit more. And we can see this making sense because we do have Gemini energy here. Gemini is ruled by Mercury. And so a Mercury retrograde affects Geminis and affects Virgos more, because both are ruled by Mercury. Now, here, there is the sense of what you love leads you forward. You have a passion, you have an insight, you have a way of connecting. That love is coming back, which is good because people have kind of stomped all over it. There's a sense of, why do I even do this? Why am I putting up with this? Your heart, your passion, your intensity, that spark, it sets you apart from others. Don't lose it. There is something that's going to happen during this time, all right, where it's saying, change your mind, change your life. Change what you are looking at, because it will be so easy to fall into their pattern, to fall into their naysaying, and just be pulled into a sense of, I can't move forward, I don't get to be successful, everything is falling apart. Your group, your teammates, your colleagues, whomever it is, there's somebody there who's just, they're an Eeyore, and they're not even a lovable Eeyore, from Winnie the Pooh. They're like a Dementor, right? They're just sucking away all the joy and all the beauty. And we just need to be aware of that, because once we can see it, it's like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. No, I'm not engaging in this nonsense. No, I'm not being pulled down into this darkness. And then all of a sudden, it's almost like that. Things really start to change. It's also you taking back your power and you embracing what you love and what you desire, and really seeing that passion move you forward. There's a speed to this time. There's a sense of, once you get out of the darkness, all of a sudden things start moving forward. When it comes to your career, when it comes to the way that you want to achieve, all right, yes, you're going to have to deal with other people's nonsense. There's going to be no getting away from it. But once you kind of set yourself apart, or once you embrace the authority of who you are and what you want, all of a sudden it starts moving. It starts moving fast and beautiful and intense and powerfully, and the spark is back. This is going to be a time where you're going to see this. It's funny because it's at the end of September, right? October 1st is when Mercury retrograde ends. And then you have the shadow period, right? But the shadow period doesn't last too long. And there's a sense of, once September is over, the spark is back, and the spark has been building. I don't want you to think like, oh no, I have to wait all the way to the end of September. But the spark has been building. The spark has been building within you. And now there's just a sense of, this is what I love. This is why I'm here. This is what I'm meant to do. And that just shines within you. It really does. It just shines within you. There's also someone, I don't see this as a romantic coupling. I see this as a business coming together. You're going to really get on with this person. It doesn't mean that you have to have a business endeavor with them. It could be that you can just like talk shop with this person. And there's a real sense of new ideas coming to you because of this. Somebody asks you to lunch, or somebody says, hey, let's grab coffee, or somebody says, hey, come and look at this. It's not going to be something overly familiar. Okay. It's not going to be like, hey, come to my house type of thing, or, meet my family type of thing. It's going to be something it's like properly done. Okay. But showing you favor. And that's going to start to open the door. And it's like, once that little door opens, you're going to see that another door opens and another door opens. And all of a sudden you're moving forward in a way, and you're, kind of like connecting with people you didn't think you'd be able to connect with. So let's see the energy that we have to be mindful of during this time. This is the 10 of Cups. This is an interesting thing to be mindful of, because when we see the 10 of Cups, and they all live happily ever after. You're going to have a tendency during this time to look at the people who are especially causing you grief, Taurus, and see that everything's wonderful for them. They're happy, they're successful, they're prosperous. Be aware that they're not. I'm not saying that everything's terrible, and Spirit isn't saying, to rejoice in that. But what we are seeing is only the surface, is only what's carefully choreographed for us to see. Be very aware that nothing is perfect. Nothing is just without fault. And yet we're going to want to see that during this time. And we're really going to think, oh, I'm the one who struggles. I'm the one who it's so hard for. And it's not hard for anybody else. No, it is. It really, really is. But just know that especially the people who have this chaos around them, they want you to be jealous, because they know that things are going to be moving forward for you in a way that they won't be able to have that control over you for that much longer. So if they're going to make you miserable, they're really going to try and make you miserable now. Our subconscious tarot message is the Hangman. You're seeing things differently. And that's, again, one of the reasons why, you shine, yes, but also why there's that conflict here. Because you don't see things the same way as everybody else. You're not meant to. You're not meant to be in that muck in the mire with them. You're elevating, elevating, elevating. Even if it's just, your spiritual elevation that doesn't need to be friends with them. Doesn't need to be brought down to their level. Let yourself rise. You're going to be surprised at what comes forward. You're going to be surprised at how you advance. You're going to be surprised at how it almost feels like you're breaking out of somebody else's way of seeing the world. Here the Hangman, it's just different. It's different, and it's made to be different. You're made to be different. And you don't like it right now, but it is going to be one of your golden keys. All right, Taurus, I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and prosperity of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus, and may prosperity always be with you.